It's Mondays with Meghan. Meghan McCain joins us, host of a fantastic podcast, Citizen McCain. I gave her that name. That was my idea. And, of course, the daughter of the late, great Senator John McCain. Meghan, I tease. You came up with the name yourself. I'm glad you joined us on the show.
I actually didn't come up with the name. My producer did, but thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Well, she's at least giving credit. Meghan, we got to start with the question that everyone is asking, and we've been doing it on the show here. And it's a hard question. I'm not going to lie, and we're going to jump right into it. Just rip the Band-Aid off is what they always said,
God,
right?
what?
Yeah.
What did I tweet now?
No, what do you think of the Taylor Swift album?
We were asking everybody.
What do you?
Oh.
I mean, where you come down?
Oh,
on
my
this?
gosh, it's so good.
You guys, I don't like it.
Oh, now that is controversial.
What?
I already did this on my show. I know I don't like it. I'm a Charlie XCX fan, too, and I don't like
she took a little
the mean
shot.
girl punting.
Yeah.
I think it's really lazy songwriting. I think it's beneath her. I have been saying, like, for a long time before Tortured Post Department that she needs to take a break and be inspired. And just, like, anecdotally, it's a little X-rated, which, you know, is something you can get. Yeah, you can expect from like a Sabrina Carpenter or whatever, but there's something about it. It's just like not natural with her, and you know it's going to sell a bajillion copies, and
Yes.
it's you know all her Swiftie fans are going to buy 40 copies of the album in 90 different versions. But to me, this just feels more like a product than a piece of art.
Wow.
And I'm sorry, I don't like it. I already did this on my show, so the Swifties are probably going to pipe on my house. But I don't like it. And by the way, lots of people don't like it.
I meant to ask the question to have fun, and you just did a dissertation on this.
Yes.
Well, I did a whole segment with a music critic on my show today.
Ooh,
so
okay.
we did a deep dive.
Meghan,
if anyone wants to listen to it, go ahead.
I'm not sending you a friendship bracelet now.
Yeah,
so,
that'll teach her.
Did you guys like it?
I think there's some hits on there.
I love it.
I think there's a couple hits on
I
there.
think
my
it's great.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I think it's
you
awesome.
guys love it.
I love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
I even saw the movie.
Are you serious?
It was awesome.
He's not kidding. In the
No, I'm not
slightest.
kidding.
I think a little less of these days. That's a little.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I hear that. I hear that a lot.
He gets that from me every day.
It's just I learn something new about you every day.
Yeah.
I just it's so much all the time, and I think I didn't like when she was purposely putting out new albums. So like Billie Eilish couldn't hit number one, and Charlie XCX couldn't hit number one. Like I don't know. And a lot of the songs, again, just take a deep dive on social media, sound like copies of other songs, including Joe Jonas Brothers' song called Cool. And it doesn't feel terribly original to me. I'm so sorry. But I'm glad that Gaydos loves it. So you guys decide you choose the team you're on.
There you go. You get your team.
No
Fair.
friendship bracelet for you.
No,
Meghan McCain
SOL.
is joining us on KTAR. All right, let's get to what's happening in Chicago.
For reals.
All right. So we've got, let's see, I want to make sure I get this right.
Yeah.
Storming an apartment complex by helicopter as families slept. We've got deploying chemical agents near a public school. This is ICE. We've got handcuffing a Chicago City Council member at a hospital. Listen, I've talked a million times about how bad Joe Biden was letting millions and millions of people in. This is going way too far. We're not taking the worst of the worst out. We're just creating a scene and we're making people scared. And are we really even arresting anybody? This isn't an immigration crackdown. I mean, do you like this? This is not America to me.
No, but you guys know that I'm like a gross liberal dove on immigration. It's like the most least conservative thing about me is my stance on immigration. And it's not that I think we should have like open borders or anything like that, but rounding up families, and we've all seen images, like it makes me uncomfortable. I agree with you that we should just be targeting like the people who have been in, like the person
Criminals.
in Maryland, the Maryland man, the criminals, gang members, things like that. And no, I hate it. And there was actually a video that went around social media. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was a woman who was trying to find her husband in an ICE facility, and the ICE agent just like attacks her and throws her to the ground. And
Terrible
it's
look.
so aggressive and military. Like, why? Like, she's probably already scared as it is. So, no, I don't like any of it. I'm not sure where. I have not seen focus grouping on this recently, but I know that, Trump's stance on immigration has, up till this point, been very popular and on crime. But I always wondered what's going to happen. I believe I spoke to you guys about this before the election. Like, I always wondered what's going to happen when these images of just families and young people, and like you said, even like people at hospitals, just people doing everyday life things, like if the attitude will change at all. But I don't like it at all.
Meghan McCain's joining us. I was talking to a bunch of friends over the weekend. Almost all of them are conservative. They voted for Trump. And I'm not kidding you about, I don't know, maybe 5 out of the 6 said he's gone way too far. I don't know what he's doing, but I think this isn't me. This is my conservative friend group that I'm whatever. And they said, listen, I don't think he's well. I don't think he's all there. I think he's almost 80. I don't think his mind is working very well. And it's like, and they were like, and I was like, yeah, well, Joe Biden's mind didn't work either.
So I have no problem talking about Trump's dementia.
Yeah, I don't know if he has dementia, but some of the stuff that at least he's putting out
mentally impaired.
It doesn't seem like his brain is working like it should. Maybe not as bad as Biden, because Biden's just not all there.
Give him time. Every day it's getting worse. I guarantee it's not going to get better.
I had conservative friends say, you got to calm this down. This is just way too much. Are you hearing that with other conservatives that you talk to?
I have not heard this stuff about dementia, because I think most people look at his schedule and think that, like, he has such a robust schedule, and obviously Biden went like weeks without being seen or doing a press conference. So I have not heard that.
Dementia. Not dementia. Just that he's going way too far in a lot of these things.
I know conservatives who are in purple states like Arizona and, Nebraska and Ohio and places that could potentially flip, that are concerned about the midterms over issues like this. Yes. Yes, I have heard that. Yeah. But it's, the people I know are like, I know a lot of people who are political savages that are more concerned about elections and numbers and I guess like the human aspect of it. But I think there's definitely a concern about it. Well, and I am concerned about the humanitarian aspect of it. And I don't know. I think when you're from a border state like we are, like, I just think your attitude is going to be different. I mean, I can just remember hearing my dad tell me stories about, like, pregnant women, like, dying crossing the border. And, people were, like, ushered over by coyotes and getting, sexually assaulted and abused, all these horrific things just trying to come here. You're just going to have a different attitude when that's a norm in your life and in your state. And I think it's cruel and I think it's inhumane. And I told you I don't like any of it, but it's the thing that like conservatives come after me the most about it. But I can't help it. It's how I genuinely feel, and I'm not going to lie just to like score cheap political points.
Yeah, I grew up in Tucson. We're on the same page with this. Needless to say, I think we're made better, by the way, by immigrants, not worse. Question though for you.
I completely agree. I completely agree. By the way,
one thing that Bruce said a second ago with the dementia, I don't know if that's happening. I don't know. I just think I have no idea.
Joe Biden hasn't been diagnosed with dementia either.
No, I get it. My point was, like, when you see him tweet that grocery prices are down, when you see him tweet that gas prices are $2 a gallon, and like these are real things that he's putting out there. Yeah. Some people, maybe Bruce, thinks that's dementia. I think he's just lying. I mean, obviously. Those aren't the numbers.
No, he's watching TV and he thinks he watches one network and thinks that's reality.
But that's not the truth. He can say it as much as he wants. Yeah. But there are people. Grocery prices are not going down.
No, they're not.
Right?
Yeah. No, and I also think, but this is, he's the same person who had Sean Spicer like call himself out and say that he had the biggest crowds in the history of the world the first time.
He's the most physically fit president ever, right?
But
Did you see that?
But Meghan, Meghan, you made a great point.
Say without laughing.
Meghan, you made a great point. It was that sort of thing on the first weekend, in his first presidency, where you see clearly there weren't the number of people that Obama got. And he just goes out there and lies about it.
He's still lying about it to this day.
Of course. Yeah. And so even if it looks like it's, the gas prices are $4, he's got to say they're $2. And he'll just lie about it. And I don't know who's believing that.
I do.
Well, it sounds terrible, but I think I'm actually just desensitized to it at this point. And I'm not proud of that, but I definitely feel like, Trump's lying. Well, it's like another day in America, and spinning about things like that. One thing that occurred to me today, like I don't know why I started thinking about this, but for the last over a decade of my life, since I turned 30 and I'm almost going to be 41, Trump has been the only option in Republican politics, and there's going to come a point very soon, because election season is going to start in a little less than a year,
Good point.
where I'm actually going to have the opportunity to vote for someone who's not Trump. And I was like, that's kind of like a very exciting.
That Eric Trump nomination is sneaking up on you, young lady.
There's no way.
There's no way.
There's just no. I respectfully say there's just no way.
The one thing you can say about politics is you can't say there's no way after Trump won the presidency the second time. Anything can happen.
I will say there's no
this.
way that Eric Trump will be president or run for president. I apologize.
Sure.
Laura, maybe, okay, we'll have a conversation. Eric. No. But I also think the American public, I even think trending in conservative circles, I do think we are ready for a shift. I do not know what, again, that shift could be a horrifying one or a fantastic one. I don't know yet. Yeah. But I look forward to a moment in my life where I don't have to do this every single day about him, because it is bad that I've gotten so desensitized to the lies and the spinning and things like that, but I honestly have.
Yeah,
and again, I don't think it's good. I'm not proud of it, but it is the truth.
Here. Real quick, I'm going to finish up with you. Is Trump invading Chicago and Portland? Is that the plan?
Gosh.
Is that the plan?
I know. It's so intense. I'm not sure. I actually was just right before I came on with you. I was watching two people debate the legalities of sending troops into Chicago and Portland. And it's I was like, oh, Bruce will be happy about this. It's a very thin line of how legal it is.
Yeah.
Especially, I guess, with these judges in Portland who were Trump appointed, by the way, which I find that fascinating.
Yeah.
Saying that, that they don't want the National Guard in. And
well, and it was the National Guard from other states. They said you can't bring.
But you should come here, guys, because it's still
militarized.
They're everywhere. It's everywhere.
I'm going to be there for Christmas.
Well, I would love to see you, but you are not going to be happy when you land at Reagan or Dulles. You're going to be you're going to be really upset, Bruce. I'm just going to give you that.
Don't worry. I got my middle finger ready. Don't worry. I'm ready. I'm ready. Meghan, we appreciate your time today. Thank you so very much.
Meghan.
And for your hot take on Taylor Swift and her musical prowess.
I'm honestly legitimately surprised you guys are such Swifties. That's a curveball. I didn't catch that one coming. And I respect Gaydos. So you went to the theater and you love him. A man that I work with that's around your age, Gaydos, is obsessed with her as well. So clearly, and so is the rest of the world. I'm telling you guys, we don't need to be so scared of the Swifties not to admit that this album isn't her grand,
not her greatest work.
I'm not obsessed, but what I do like about Taylor Swift is that everybody in my family, that my kids, nephews, nieces, they all love her. So I want in on that. I want to be able to talk to them about what they're interested in. So I started to listen.
As opposed to, turn down that, you damn kids with your music. Right. And back in my day.
Right. The people that hate Taylor Swift are all bald, white, and fat. And
no, Meghan, you're not even remotely close.
All bald, white, and fat guys. They don't like Meghan, and they don't like Taylor.
They don't like her at the football games.
Yeah, they don't like her at the football games.
Meghan, we appreciate your time. Thank you so
Thank
very,
you
very
so
much. All right, that is Meghan McCain Mondays with Meghan.
Thanks for watching Outspoken with Bruce and Gaydos. Tap to watch more from KTAR News and click the button in the middle to subscribe.